Bună ziua, bine ați venit. Well, this video was meant to be about driving in Romania, but I think it's going to spill over into some other issues that have come up. I said that I would do another video when I got to 1,500 subscribers. I'm on 1502, so thank you to everyone who's subscribed. You're all here voluntarily, and I hope you enjoy this. I find driving in Romania terrifying. I'm quite a defensive driver, and I think that's a good thing in Romania. You always assume the worst is going to happen. My wife says I need more tupeu. Courage, I suppose, on the road. But when you've got a tirist behind you, HGV, it's like a scene from Steven Spielberg's first film, I think, Duel. You know, they're right up against you, trying to overtake. Everyone likes to overtake in Romania. You know, it's a sign of machismo that you have to overtake everyone, whether it's on a bend or on the brow of a hill or whatever. I got very worried driving after the Robeta, Turnul Severin, when I was on the way somewhere, and there are some tunnels, and the lighting is not very good in there, and I was kind of losing sight of the edge of the road and the middle of the road, and it was an absolute nightmare. It reminded me, I kind of lost, you know, where I was in the road a couple of times, and it was very worrying. It reminded me of a student who was pouring me some water at lunch, and he spilt the water on the table, and he apologized immediately, and he was American, and said, sorry sir, I lost visual. I said, I lost visual. I said, can you stop talking like a CIA agent? And he said, affirmative. Classic, absolute classic. So driving does worry me a lot here, and I'll probably stop in a few years because they're bringing in new rules about for those over 70, and immediate penalty fines, speeding fines if you're going over the limit. They have radars now that they're setting up all over the country, which is, I think, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's been very cold here. We're now in January, and it's been really cold for the past few weeks. And I always wondered about Italians, and I've been to Italy a lot, and they wear these quilted duvet-style coats, and also sunglasses. And I always wondered, I thought, oh, that's a bit ridiculous, you know, wearing sunglasses when you've got a thick coat on. But no, absolutely logical, because the sunglasses protect you from the lower sun. The sun is lower in the winter, so you need the glasses more than you do in the summer, really. And the quilted coats keep you warm. I've never been so thankful for the coat I bought for the football matches I'll be going to. I'll be wearing long johns underneath my trousers. My new coat is fantastic. It goes below the knee, so I'll be able to stay warm in the stadium and also in the terraza where I go, and it's been one of the best buys I've ever made in my life, let alone in Romania, because I go out in it, and it's got a hood, so I feel warm. I can feel warm because it's very cold. It's -4 today. I renewed my health insurance for the national health insurance here in Romania, which allows me access to a family doctor and to scans and to hospital, etc., etc. Now, last year it was 1,980 lei. This year it was 2,430, so that's gone up a huge amount. It's calculated by taking 6 of the gross minimum salaries, and then you take 10% of that. So 6 of the gross minimum salaries is 24,300. You take 10% of that and it's 2,430. So that's what it will cost me to be insured at ANAF and CAS for 1 year. That's just over £400. It's about £1 a day, a bit more. I think that's worth it. It gives me peace of mind, so I've done that. I've had a flu vaccine here. I'm waiting to see if they can develop an HMPV vaccine, because we've had one case in Oradea of human motor pneumovirus, which is coming from China, and thank you, China. And I may have another COVID vaccine. We'll see about that. I'm not sure. Things change in April for travelling to the UK. I'm okay travelling to the UK because I have a British passport, but my wife is Romanian and she will need an ETA, Electronic Travel Authorisation, to get in from April the 2nd. That's going to cost £10 and will last for 2 years and will allow her to stay in the UK for 6 months. So we'll do that. We'll get that organised before we next go to the UK. I mean, before she next goes to the UK. Now, if I travel to Europe, there are 2 interesting changes here. The first is that we're now in the Schengen agreement, Romania and Bulgaria. So if we're driving, we can just drive straight through. There are no checks. There may be checks. You may be pulled over and checked randomly. That's okay. But otherwise, you need to get the ETIAS visa waiver, which is valid for 90 days, as before. And that will cost €7. Now, no date has been fixed for that. It's probably going to be mid-2025, so in about 6 months. That will last for 3 years. That's the European Travel Information and Authorization System. So they can keep tabs on you. They can check that you're not overstaying your welcome in the Schengen zone. But how are they going to check that? Because if you drive through, there are no checks. So I think it's kind of on an honesty basis, really. We'll see. We'll have to see about that. We had a great New Year here. We had a lovely evening with some friends in the block. We took them some food. And if you take food, if you take a plate, we took a plate for New Year's Eve, you never give a plate back without giving it back with something. So it was returned with some kozonak, so our cake, which is a bit like panettone. Great fireworks in Rovine. It was a nice evening, very welcome evening. And at home, we didn't bother going into town. There was a concert in town, but we didn't bother going there. As part of my health insurance in Romania, I am able to get an EHIC card, which I still have. I still have a valid UK EHIC, sorry, not EHIC card. From the UK, I can get a GHIC card, Great Britain Health Insurance card. I don't think I'll bother, to be honest, because if I can get an EHIC card here, that's much more useful in the rest of Europe. It means you get basic healthcare if you're on holiday in other parts of Europe. I was going to talk about a film, but I think I'll talk about films in a later video. So may I wish you all a very happy 2025. Thank you for subscribing if you have, and I'll see you in the next one. Arrivederci.